Beats Planet.
Yes. Come on in. We kind of got to follow the rules here, right? And I think the theme of this is going to be mixed emotions, right? Like, according to who you ask, you'll get different vibes here, okay? So we got the water pour, and we've earned the gift background, so to speak. We got that rocking and all that. We kind of earned this, I shall say. Let me just. We kind of earned that. Some people gonna be feeling it. Some people won't be feeling it. We'll kind of cross that road when we get there. But when I got here, I saw such a fantastic idea. If everyone would just bow their heads for just 1 second, just. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time, but I'm here to tell you that there's something else. The afterworld, a world of never-ending happiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. And when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, doctor, everything will be all right. Instead of asking them how much time you got left, man, ask them how much of your mind, baby. Because in this life, things are much harder than in the afterworld. In this life, you are on your own. Mixed emotions is the theme of this thing here today. Some of us will be sad. Some of us will be distraught, emotional. Some would be happy and elated. Some will be sad that we didn't make the playoffs. Some will be happy that we won today, and that's okay. Some will be sad that we missed that better draft pick by a handful of spots, and some of you will be absolutely elated that Jason Garrett will have to walk the plank into the ocean. As we sail over these shark-infested waters into the sunset to hopefully reach new land, new promised land on the horizon, Jason Garrett will be pushed off that ledge, off that bridge, to be consumed by those hungry sharks that haven't eaten in days. Some of you will be happy about it. The emotions will be mixed. I will say that no matter what emotion we feel today, it will be accompanied by what we feel is the greater good. We may disagree on what may be the greater good, but at the end of the day, we are mostly concerned with the greater good. And whether Jason Garrett's head had to roll, whether we had to lose on purpose to get a draft pick, whether you just felt good by the end of the day by the win, even if you find happiness in the Giants losing today, we all have to think of the greater good. And I was, I tried to keep the same energy throughout the season. And I would always say, until mathematics got involved, we gonna win the Super Bowl. I would always say, I will not change my energy until mathematics got involved. We were gonna sweep and run the table until mathematics got involved. Boy, mathematics got involved. Mathematics said, "Hey, yo." I say, huh? Mathematics say, yeah. Jake. Mathematics said, Jake, I need my money. And I say, I say, I'm not Jake. Mathematics say, you going to be Jake today? Shit. I'm going to be Jake today. Jake from State Farm today. So what I would like for y'all to do is we can all share this collective tear, okay? But I only want us to cry for a handful of seconds. My opening monologues be cold, by the way. I only want us to cry for a handful of seconds. But when you call into my show today, when you reach out to the show today, at the end of the live stream, when I get questions, concerns, and comments from the live stream today, I want you to tell me what you're sad about. But most importantly, I want to know what you're happy about. Balance is what we need in this world. Okay? Okay? Just as much as we feel sorrow and pain, we feel happiness from somewhere. Balance. You know? Us not getting the outcome that we're looking for, but what about the lessons that we learn within that struggle? Balance. I tell you, I walked in this thing happy saying, hey man, look, if the Giants win today and the Cowboys win, we'll go to the playoffs. That was my positivity. But what I realized midway between me watching the Cowboy game, what I forgot was that the Giants are trash, and I got sad again. Balance. Even when you mix things together, we talked about mixed emotions. We talked about mixed ingredients. When you mix things up to get a ultimate product, when you mix things up to get a finishing product, what you want that last product to be is balanced. So we want to talk about balance today. We want to talk about mixed emotions. We want to talk about what you're happy about. We want to talk about what you're sad and sick about. No matter what you're feeling about, we're all in this for the greater good. But I need to know both sides of the story. Okay? Now, just letting y'all know, we got Crossroads on deck. So if you want Crossroads, say, hey, Voch, give me the Crossroads while my call is on. We'll play Crossroads for you. We have the war call pulled up on deck because we technically won today. By technicalities, we did win today. And Michael Gallup looked fantastic, and Kyle Forbath might as well get that house in Dallas, and Dak Prescott looked pretty good. And I know it's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, well, we look that way because the team is losing, well, because the Redskins are a bad team or whatever, but allow me to be the balance. And I'll tell you, man, look, we can be that good against any team. Sometimes we just are, sometimes we're not. Okay. The phone lines are open. I want to hear what y'all got to say. 515-606-5187, access code 309104. I tell you, I'm about to hit this war call again because my monologues be cold. My opening monologue, boy. Clay Patterson said, can we smother Tristan Hill with a pillow? Why would you want to do that before he gets good next year? You sound goofy. Shut your goofy ass up. Anyway, let's get into the phones, man. I ain't trying to be here too long, man. I'm gonna holler at my bro and my family members at some point later on in this deal. So I ain't trying to keep y'all all day long, but I do want to hear y'all thoughts and reactions. Set it off, Chris. What's happening, brother?
Man, listen to you talk, man. And here you go with this monologue, man. You've been getting smoother and smoother, man. But
Chris, I will say, I'm not the best. I'm not the best at this.
And man, you don't want to be the best. You want to be like that 4-star recruit. You want to keep getting better year by year, man. Ooh. And that thing was smooth, man.
I appreciate
this thing, man.
I appreciate you.
But my feeling is, man, you went with my all-time favorite performer. I don't care what nobody say.
Prince Roger Nelson.
He's better than Mike. Hey, man, come on, man.
Prince Roger Nelson.
He said, man, yes, sir. He said, honey, I hate to see you happy, but more than that, I hate to see you sad. Maybe if you let me, I'd like to do something rash. What's this strange relationship? Huh? Huh?
They don't know about that.
That's where you're at right now. Hey, that's where you're at right now.
They don't know about
That's where you're at right now.
They don't know about that.
You in a strange relationship. Because right now, you watch what you saw today. 47 points in the onslaught you saw today, and you sitting there saying, I hate him, but I can't leave him. I can't. I want to get out. I got my bag packed, but that gummit, that meatloaf that they made was so delicious. I think I can stay one more day.
Boy, you preaching today. Boy, you talking to him today. You talking to him today, set it off, Chris.
You to the point right now that everything in the world tell you, you know they're going to sock you in the eye, but it's just something about the way they lay that tuna fish on that sandwich to say, hey, you know what, I just think I can stay a little bit longer. What is this strange relationship that we are in?
Set it off, Chris. Then what you about to do? You about to have me quoting Prince through this whole show, and I swear I'll do it.
I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you, man. This is what me and my wife sat here and watched this with just just befuddled.
Yeah, because that's what we could be every single week, fam. We could be that.
Every daggum week, man. You know, dude, my homie that's got his Pepsi chill, you know, $100,000, Space Cowboy, and every last one of y'all are sitting here right now and saying, what the hell are we looking at?
Sure.
Because there's been no season before this in quite some time. We had so much promise, so few guys go to IR, and you sitting here right now, they're going to preach the greatness of Doug Peterson. They're going to preach the greatness of Doug Peterson.
Damn.
Brother, listen, all I'm going to do this year, man, I'm going to get on this train with you. As I always, this is going to be our fourth season together in the draft.
Damn.
I think I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I caught you at the beginning.
Wow.
See, when this is all said and done, man, and you leave us on YouTube, which I swear to God, I hope you don't, and you some big time. I know that, brother, right there. I can remember back in his fledgling days, man, when he was putting out, you know, little draft snippets of this, that, and the third, and sitting down with us Cowboys and with us little people, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit back and say, you know what, I know that cat. And I'm going to say we sat down at the end of the 2019 season, poured a cold glass of water, had a war cry, and sat at the end of the table, end of the bar, and said, what the hell did we just watch? Because we ain't got no answer.
Don't make me cry, man.
Hey, man, I ain't trying to make you cry. Bro, I ain't trying to make you cry because that made you cry all year.
Facts. Yeah.
You're the only one that kept faith. You the only, of all of y'all, of all the YouTubers out there, you were the only one that kept faith.
You know.
That's why I rocks with you. That's why I rocks with you. No, that's why I rocks with you because you're the only one that kept faith.
My mindset is that if I change every week,
right,
the end result won't be worth it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I know it's a lot of people today that feel nothing. Like they don't feel anything at all. You know what I mean? And I kind of equated to. Okay, let me ask you this though, set off. What's the best? What's your favorite TV show that you've sat through from the first episode to the last episode? Like, give me some good TV. Like, you a Breaking Bad guy? The Wire.
The Wire.
Cool.
The Wire. And The Wire by far is the best.
Perfect.
Okay? It goes to Wire, Breaking Bad for me. Now other people can say different. Breaking Bad is good, but The Wire is it for me.
Perfect. Set it off, Chris. You have a different relationship with The Wire. If you've watched it from the first episode all the way to the last episode, you have a different relationship than a person that, oh, it's the season finale and everybody's talking about it. Let me binge watch The Wire now and just get through it in like, you know what I'm saying? Just get through it in 5 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you know, I'm still down with, you know, I still love, you know, Kima, Chris, Brody, Avon, you know what I'm saying, Stringer. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with them cats. See, that's what I'm down with. But the thing about it is, but see, here's the thing. At the end, you knew that was going to end because of what ended up happening.
Sure.
And it's a great show.
Sure. What
we watch is live reality TV. And every week, we sitting here looking like, why aren't they better? What are the things? Because if you think about it, you turn around and get a new direction, run it back with the same offense, you don't know what's going to happen. But it's ironic that the two leading passers in Dallas Cowboy history for the most yards in the season ended up with an 8-8 record.
Damn.
It's ironic that you got a 1,300, 1,400-yard rusher, and you sitting out. There's something that happened. This is the worst decade of Dallas Cowboys football that we've had to endure.
Well, trust me.
Yeah.
We
and
go ahead.
no, and it's a shit. It's a shit. But you know what? It's just gonna be so much better when it changes. Because at the end of the day, what most people say, what we sit up and say, I would feel bad about being totally devoid of talent. Whereas I know I got talent.
Yes.
So now I got to figure out what are the missing pieces that we need to have.
And you know what?
I'm gonna get out the way, man.
I'm
gonna get out the way, man. I'm gonna let my rest of my brother, man, because I love listening to the rest of my brother talk, man. And dude, hey, man, welcome to the off season. Welcome to the off season. I know you got a lot on your plate. I know you're gonna bombard us with daggone prospects. I know people gonna come to you with all kinds of stuff, man, about who to pick, who to let go, things like this, that, and the third. I already know how the format goes, man. I'm in for the ride, man. You've been great this year, brother. You've been great.
Man, this is all I want to do for you, though, Chris. I'm giving you a homework assignment while you listen, right?
No doubt.
So throughout this show, I'm going to be throwing out Prince lyrics, okay? And after the show, I want you to hit me on Twitter and tell me how many you caught. And we'll go from there.
Okay, we'll go from there.
You might get some merch. You might get some merch after this, but we'll see.
I appreciate you, bro. We'll go with that.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Appreciate it. Set it off, Chris. And that'll be a cool little homework assignment, Chris. But I often say that a bunch, though, what Chris was saying. Like, we don't have a big, huge problem on this team. Like, we got the number one offense here. We got talent all over the place. It's not like we're saying, oh, and don't get me wrong, there are some dumb Cowboy fans saying this, but it's not like me and other logical people are saying that Dak Prescott is terrible or that Zeke is terrible or that Cooper is terrible. Some people are saying that goofy shit, by the way, but those are really good players that we have. We have a really talented team. So when you look at how we ended up 8-8, if you just go, man, if we could just fix whatever the small minor little problem is, we'll be fine. Set it off. Chris actually hit me up on Twitter this week, and he sent me this this graphic or whatever, and it was about losing by a small point margin or whatever. And if we would have switched like in those one possession games or whatever, if we would have switched, that score will be a 12-3 team or a 13-3 team or whatever. I thought that was interesting. That it's not like we just flat getting our ass whooped every single week. Like we got 8 losses. We ain't just lose all 8 games via a blowout or whatever. Like we won a lot of these games close. So if we could just change whatever's going on infrastructure wise, then we'll see. But this thing's about to change from a micro analysis level to like a macro thing. So instead of breaking down the Cowboys week by week, we now get to really sit down and look at it, from a wide view to really look at the whole thing and break that down. And hey man, Poe Jason Garrett, man, I could tell by the way he parked his car sideways that it wouldn't last. You know what I mean? Like what my man say, Jay Gruden, he was like, hey man, if I get to the workplace and the keys work, then we gonna go to work. The keys work. You know what I mean? I don't think Jason Garrett's keys are going to work Monday or whatever. So I don't know. We're gonna cross that road whenever we get there. Also, Cowboy fans, hey, if you listening in the chat box, let's play along with Set It Off Chris and see if y'all catch these Prince lyrics. This might be fun. This might be fun. I tell you what, if you're looking for a EDP style reaction video, it ain't gonna be that. We gonna have fun over here, but oh goodness, we gonna hold it down for the Doski Woski while we on the phone with y'all. Let's see who we got. Y'all know privileged callers go first. Then we got platinums, and then we'll go to everybody else that's on the line. So we got Pepsi Taylor up next. Then we got we got Miss April on the phone. She's on deck. We got 16-year-old Cam in the hole. So let's get this going. Taylor, so your Pepsi tastes good, but it's like flat or something, or it's cold and like carbonated well, but it's
there's no ice in it. The carbonation is a little too low. I mean, it's Pepsi, but it ain't Pepsi.
Understood.
It's
Understood.
Pepsi, but it ain't
It
Pepsi.
ain't yeah. Okay, so when you drink it, you don't go you just go yeah. I get it.
It's more of a. Oh, let's see. It's more of a.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you.
understood. Talk to me, Taylor. Talk to me about your Cowboys. You can get as micro and macro as you want because it's over. Mathematics has tapped us
It's
on the
draft
shoulder.
season.
It's draft season.
Draft season started 25 minutes, however long ago the game ended. It's
Mm-hmm.
draft season. I'm on to the draft. I'm gonna watch the playoffs just because there ain't gonna be nothing else to watch. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care. I hope Carson Wentz gets destroyed next week. So these Philadelphia Eagles fans will shut up when he's 0-1 in the playoffs.
Mm.
Uh, Jason Garrett most likely be gone within the next 24 hours. So that's something we're gonna have to burn that bridge when we get there. Find out who we're gonna bring in next.
Oh yeah, keys ain't
If
gonna
they
work
don't
then.
decide.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the next thing. I like the way I didn't like the way we started today, but I like the way we finished the last three quarters. Dak finally figured it out. And you already mentioned it. Gallup had a great day, so it was fun to watch, but bitter at the same time because Philly's playing the trash ass Giants. So
Sure.
I
It is
don't
what it
know.
is.
I'm with you, Voch. It's on the draft season for me.
Yep. I feel you, bro. That's all you got.
Pretty much. I just want to call and put in my 2 cents. Ain't got much to say today. I'm gonna drink my Pepsi and sit here and go through draft profiles and see what I can come up with, and I'll wait on your video releases and all of that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, Dak looked, he didn't start off great, but he figured it out. And for somebody playing with a messed up shoulder, got to give him a little bit of benefit of the doubt. And Pollard looked good in his work today, so like I said, it was a good day, but it wasn't a good day.
Yeah. I feel you, bro. Hey man, appreciate it. Thanks for the call.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell y'all what, man, like that's where I really get busy in like draft season. Like I know I'm Cowboy guy while season's going on or whatever, but if y'all hang around, if you're fans of the draft, if you're fans of college football, I really get into that thing, man. And I know a lot of people are first, but it's not about who did it first, it's about who did it right. You know what I mean? And I know it's a lot of people that's way ahead of me in terms of draft knowledge right now. Cool. I like to give people head starts, but I tell you what, there's nobody more qualified when it comes down to draft talk when Voch Lombardi hit the microphone. You know what I mean? So let's get back to the phones and see what they talking about. Sometimes it snows in April. How you doing, Ladybug?
Sometimes feels so sad. But I'm not sad. I'm optimistic.
Of course. Talk to us.
I'm optimistic about the future. I'm optimistic about the change to come. I just feel as if change is inevitable, change is needed, and for the players, I think the players want to change. I think they're playing like they want to change, and they don't believe in the system that's present. And I think another mindset, another scheme, you would maybe uplift them, and they'll play up to their potential because I think it's a whole. Some of its parts is player execution, coaching, scheme, and organization.
Sure.
And so hopefully they can get this stew going and put all the all the ingredients together and come out with a better franchise.
So you think that so like at this point they were just kind of tired at hearing what Jason had to say, like there was no there was no real there was no real thump to his message, there was just no joy and repetition, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think a lot of the message was lost, and I just think that they didn't play with any heart and any desire and any real motivation to win. I don't think they believed in the system that they were in, and I think they played like it. I mean, when you have a chance to come out with a first place in your division, and you play against a hobbled team like the Eagles, who again half of their pretty much all of their first string players are injured, and they're playing with second and third and bench and practice squad players, and you can't even beat them with the talent that we have. You have no heart. That's about heart.
Sure.
I don't think it's all on coaching, but I think it's it's needed. I think he was the last of the part of the culture of the organization
Sure.
that didn't have a change and everything else, and he needs to go. So because there's nothing else to put it on, but the coaching other than Jerry Jones, I feel, and I'm going to get off, but I'm rambling, but I feel Jerry Jones is, as long as he has his hands on picking everything from the coach to the assistants to the coordinators, then if he won't let a coach be a true coach and pick his team, his organization, then we'll never have true success. Success. You have to let a coach be a coach, just like you have to have let a man be a man. And until Jerry Jones gets his pride aside, and get a true general manager, or at least have Will McClay, bring this organization together, we'll never have true success.
Damn.
That's really how I feel.
Well,
hopeful.
Jerry just wants to be the boss. I mean, Will has a boss. Jason has a boss, and his boss was Mr. McGee. But like it just seems like the chain of command, I guess, just needs some kind of changing. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing just kind of needs to be broken down or whatever. I mean, and some people out here still try to put their hands up for brother Chris, and I'm like. Stop, like stop. You know what I mean?
I'm no Chris Short. Yeah. The defense, they definitely need another defensive coordinator, and whatever this thing that he and Rod Marinelli was trying to do this year was not successful, and that's another thing. And I think they didn't believe in it. I don't think that defensive players believed in the scheme and the system either, defensive system.
Sure.
I really don't.
Sure. I understand.
But anyway, hey, you made it. You made the season great again, as always. And hey, I love. I can't wait for the draft. Oh, just one thing before I go.
Mm-hmm.
What if we're going to be around, 17ish? What if, I love Dak Prescott. I want him to get paid.
No.
What if TT falls around 17? Do we snag him? What if Tua falls around 17?
Let me tell you something. Tua can go. He can go play for Oakland or something. You know what I mean? But if Joe Burrow get caught with a gun under the seat, if Joe Burrow get caught with some weed in the car, if he didn't put his mom in the trunk or something, and he want to fall a few spots, that can go. For Joe Burrow.
Man, Joe ain't falling at 17. Tua, now before you was team Tua at one point, Voch. What happened?
I like Tua, but
one too many times.
I like Tua, but when the wind blow, his hips start to hurt, and so that's that's bad business.
All right, Voch. I'm gonna let you get somebody else on.
All right, Ladybug. Till the end of time, I adore you. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't listening, boy. Let me tell you something. If you're not a Prince fan, you won't catch it. Because I think I'm smoothing that thing in there. You know what I mean? I think I'm kind of easing that mug. You know what I mean? Like, two of them is obvious. But, boy, it's like three of them I know y'all ain't catch. I know like three of them. Oh, man. What number y'all on right now? Chat box, how many of y'all got down right now? I got, I'll tell you. But look, how many of y'all got right now? Let me just sit my word. How many of y'all got? What y'all got? Let me see. How many Prince lyrics do y'all have me down for? As I sip my water. What y'all got? Chris Lesson, you only got 3? Boy, you're missing. You're missing. Man, shouts out to Lamont. April, you're missing. Let's see. VI52 villain, I guess that's you. You got 7. I don't know where you get 7 from. And MF4, I don't know where you get 8 from. That's plenty. Cam, you listen to Prince?
I've heard of Prince.
You've heard?
But I haven't heard of.
Okay, you probably listen to a lot of NBA YoungBoy and Lil TJ, huh? You listen to those guys?
I know. I'm not listening to Young Boy. I don't know about no TJ. I like old school music though. I like old school music.
There's no way you like old school music and you just said I've heard of Prince. Come on, my guy. Come on.
I don't know why. I don't listen to a couple of these songs. I like Michael Jackson and like NWA. Now them like that.
Yeah, Michael Jackson and NWA. Hey man, one day I'm gonna get the Voch's Voice podcast back going because in the off season I go hard on Voch's Voice podcast. I'm gonna put you up on some game with young Prince Rogers Nelson. But 16-year-old Cam, tell me about your Dallas Cowboys, sir.
It's like you have something. It just doesn't click. Like you see. Like, if you look in the game, you saw the plays that they make, and like, well, dang, like, this team could really be the best team in the league. And then it's just get down because of mistakes and coaching and more mistakes and more coaching.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it really feels.
Sure.
I mean, whatever. I heard earlier they said like they were gonna clean house. I don't know if that's true or not, but whatever happens.
Okay.
Who would you think be a good head coaching candidate?
Well, see, I don't, and I kind of like. I would love to have an answer when people ask me this, but I don't really have an answer. Like, I don't watch film on coaches, and I don't want to, fake sound qualified. Like, I don't really break down teams and coaches or whatever. Like me watching so much Cowboy film, I just know about us, and like I'm just not in a good place to really talk about somebody else's team and coaches or whatever. Just leading people down the wrong path. But if I could talk about a blueprint, I would like for and it looks like we locked in at the 17th overall pick. So that's currently where we at. But if I had to talk about a certain blueprint that I would like to get a defensive coach, like somebody that's really good at defense that can complement Kellen Moore, because I don't want Kellen Moore to go nowhere. And if you want Chris Richard and Brother Rod to go, I can't hate on you for wanting Chris and Brother Rod to go, but I would like somebody that's super defensive oriented to kind of complement Kellen Moore. And whoever that defensive head coach is, I want them to just comply and let Kellen Moore run free and do whatever the hell he want to do.
Okay, I got a question. I don't like this. Been on my mind lately. Tell me, like either right or wrong. With Brent Venables, the defense coordinator, Clemson, will he make a good head coach to you?
He might. I don't know. It depends on, can he run an operation? Can he keep the machine well oiled? Can he lead, grown men and not college men? It's a lot of things that go into it. I would have to see. Can he motivate guys when you only got 3 wins on the board? No idea. Like, it's a lot more to coaching than scheming. You know what I mean? It's a lot more to coaching than that. So, and then I'm seeing this comment right now. We need an offensive minded coach. That's where I disagree, because I think we're fine at offense. Like, we got the number one offense with a first year coordinator, whatever, right? And it seems like with these,
I like the Kevin Moore this year. I like him. I thought he did good.
Sure.
First year.
And it seems like with the offensive head coaches or whatever, like these super flashy guys, like they get figured out in 2 years, like Sean McVay's offense looks different. Doug Peterson offense looks a lot different. But the one thing that kind of stays true is these defensive guys. You look at the 49ers, you look at the Ravens, the Bills, the Patriots, they're winning on defense. You know what I mean? So if our offense is already number one with the rookie play caller, like, give me some gangster on defense or whatever. That's just, that's my thoughts.
Well, I believe like either like Ron Rivera maybe, or like if you want to go to a college route, maybe Brett Venables, or even maybe the defensive coordinator for the 49ers. Like, if he want to be like a head coach, I feel like he'll be a good head coach. I feel like he's a good motivator.
If you say so, play. If you say, like I said, I don't really watch a lot of film on coaches or whatever. I'm more of a player evaluator type of guy. But if you got the look, you got the look. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yep. All right, 16-year-old Cam, I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your break. Keep them grades up. and you like draft content and college football stuff and all that?
Yeah, I'll be looking at, over that throughout the off season. I'll look at your videos throughout the off season. So That's
Okay.
what we got.
Okay. I go real hard on that stuff. Appreciate you, man. Salute.
All right.
All right. Let me address some of the super chats because I know I got them. Let me also check the updates on me phone there. Phone ain't got updates. Cool. Now, super chats. Let's see what y'all talking about. We got Brother Naeem. Salute to you, sir. He says, Voch, just how hard were you smiling at that Joe Looney block? I love this team. Looking forward to watching Philly get embarrassed next week. Facts, my good sir. Hey man, look, if we pay anybody, and I know we got to pay a lot of complimentary people, we got like 25 to 30 some odd free agents or whatever. I hope that we allocate that money properly. We got a lot of money, but we do have a lot of people to bring back. I hope we choose to bring back Joe Looney, man. I like Joe Looney, dog. Just as a super flex dude, as a, you can put him at guard, put him at center, just whatever you need, man. I like that guy, man. Just Joe's earned my respect, man. Let's just keep him around forever. Greg Castillo dropped a deuce up in there. He say, preach, brother Voch. Salute to you. Naeem says, I can't do math. Me neither, fam. Appreciate the 5 in the super chat. Special case. Salute to you, sir. Voch 100 for playing Crossroads, so I won't be lonely. Salute to you, fam. Nene dropped the deuce in the super chat. I don't know why, because it's just gonna go right back to her anyway. But appreciate you for dropping the deuce. He says, Freddie Kitchens gone. Jason Garrett is up next. Well, I didn't know that Freddie Kitchens was gone. We gonna get a lot of updates over the next couple of days in terms of who got a job and who ain't got a job. So stay tuned for that, man. Y'all will be getting y'all coveted Jason Garrett news real soon. David Reed dropped a deuce in the super chat, says fly Eagles fly. Hey, salute to you. Hey, y'all earned it. Y'all earned it. We lost to the bum Eagles and y'all deserve to be in the playoffs. So hey man, do something with it. And Uncle Dave dropped a dime in the super chat, said thank you for your service. Salute. I appreciate you, famo. I know Uncle Dave listened to Prince in his day. Let's do this. Let's go we're going to go DP up next. We got Dave from New York on deck. And we got Drummer Cam in the hole. And that's how we're going to run this thing. DP, what's happening?
Man, how you feeling tonight, man? I know your water tasting good.
I feel fantastic regardless. It could be wins and losses or whatever. Like, I tend not to let this stuff eat me up like most people. But appreciate it for asking, famo.
Yeah, man. As sad as it sounds, and something told me honestly what I've heard in the week. I know some Cowboy fans were pissed off with what Jerry had said, that a lot of people feel like he's not going to change. He's going to bring Jason Garrett back. Personally, I thought that was Jerry. I think Jerry understood the gravity of his words, and I think because he said that, the team looked like they played, a little bit better. A little more inspired, not a lot, but a little more inspired. And that fact they played at home, so. I am curious to see if there's going to be a true change at coach. I would love to see Ron Rivera. I really love Ron Rivera. I think that we would get what you were just talking about the other caller. I think we will actually get a true defensive coach that will try to make this defense a true top 5, top 10 defense. The numbers that we were seeing. And things are faulty, man. I told the middle of this defense was soft from the beginning of the year. I told you that year when we talked in the draft. I said the middle of this defense is soft. We're soft at D tackle. We're soft at safety. And now Ron Rivera coming in as a head coach, I personally think Dan Quinn might be catching the axe, my old coach. I'm hoping he'll come over and keep, and bring a real true defensive mindset to this team. Mm-hmm. Because with Dak on a franchise tag, you can afford some pretty decent defensive players. Now, Dak trying to get $40 million, I don't know how we're going to work it, man. But I'll love to see if you have a capologist on your team. But I saw those numbers. I don't think we can make it work with 40.
Space Cowboy is 100% a capologist. He crunches those numbers. He's rich on personality, and he just kind of makes it all simple for us. So go over there and check his channel out, or I'll just have him on my channel. We'll just go from there.
Definitely. But man, I'm hoping. If it felt bad, I felt bad because depending on the Eagles to lose, and I thought the Eagles got a great groove 4 games ago. They kind of put themselves in a mindset They need 4 games to win. They're going to win these 4 games. And I think they got in a great mindset. We never got in the mindset. I told them after our first 3-game winning streak, I said, eat your humble pie. Make sure you stay focused on the smaller details, because the smaller details are what's going to get away from this team. And that's what got away from us. And then we just lost faith in the coaching staff. I'm hoping the craziest thing, and I hope it doesn't happen, but it'll be such a Jerry thing, that he brings back Jerry. He'll bring Jason Garrett back for another year. How would you feel, fam, if he brought Jason Garrett back for another year?
Boy, Dallas is gonna burn. You feel me? Dallas will be set.
I'm serious.
Dallas will be set ablaze.
Because listen to me, and I said this. I think I said it last year, but remember these words. Jerry Jones is concerned about 2 things in this world. One stands over the other. He wants a Super Bowl. But the one thing I've always told all Cowboy fans, and I hope y'all realize this, watching Jerry, the one thing he really covets is being right.
Sure.
Jerry wants to be right.
Sure.
Jerry wants to be right that Jason Garrett is his Tom Landry, that he's going to take in the championships. Jerry Jones wants to be right that he assembled a championship team just like Jimmy Jones, his teammate in college. You don't know what I said. That was his teammate in college.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to also assemble a championship team. Jerry, more than anything else, wants to be right. And I told everybody that's the one thing. If Jerry can just get that out of the way, out of his mindset, if he can just get that one thing, I think we will championships, because he's so obsessed with being right that he's holding on to things that's just wrong. Like, I watched your boy again today. I watched, what's his name? I really paid attention to Tristan Hill.
Okay.
Tristan had a couple of decent plays. But when they committed that big run for, and I know you probably going to do a little bit of, I don't know if you're going to do some from some field study.
Sure.
But that big run, they replayed that big run that Adrian Peterson had.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they rooted Tristan out the way. And it's funny because I thought it was a combo block. I said, okay, he got a combo block. Man, the center just had his arm out, touching him, and the guard was turning Tristan. I'm like, man, he's not even getting combo block. He's getting comboed in a quarter block.
Well,
he's getting moved out the way.
DP, I feel you, but engagement in A gap is much different than engagement in B gap, and I think Tristan is a B gap player. So you know how that go.
Yeah, but if you put, hey, that's the problem. You put a D tackle in there, he's got to know how to anchor his ass down and not move.
Well, he's not. Well,
and you know that. As a coach, you know that.
Sure,
you have to anchor.
Sure. But, it just doesn't help that, like he's not ready to play anyway, but let alone play in a position that he's not built to play. I mean, hey, what you want him to say? I mean, just like the whole experiment when we was putting Joe Jackson at 3-tech, I mean, sure, he can do it, but Joe's not a 3-tech. Like, cut that shit out. Like, stop it.
Like, he's a true left end, and he's trying to right it. He's a left end. All he has to do is bull rush. That's it. He's a left end. Don't put him in right. He's a left end. That's what I said. The way the team is constructed, I'm sitting there like, okay, one, it smells to high hell of Rod Marinelli. I watched the game today. Tons of cover 2, and we both know that's not the cover 3 triangle base. It just cover 2 is not nowhere in there. So that's all Marinelli's influenced. So I'm like, okay, Coach Rob, love him to death. He's got to move on. We cannot stick to the cover 2, because just like I was arguing with, I actually called into the .com guys, and I actually got a chance to talk with Everson Walls.
You still watch that show? You still watch them? You still watch them people, man?
Hey, man, I sure love the all Cowboy shows, man. Information from everywhere is always helpful. But I told him one thing, because he goes, man, the Tampa 2 killed. I said, Everson, the 46 killed teams back in the 80s. A 46 today will get its ass reamed.
Sure.
The cover 2 had it today. The cover 2 today will get picked apart by Marcus Mariota. I mean, you have to evolve with the times. And I said the cover 2 right now, as much as I love Marinelli, you got to evolve from it. I watch every team. I mean, Case Keenum was god-awful terrible today, and he walked the team all the way down to the 20 almost every time, and they stalled out. I'm like, you're going to go up against good teams. Honestly, we would go up against good teams. Once they get down to the 20, they know how to get into the end zone. So that's why I said, you know what? Hopefully, we will update. I'm not gonna say replace. We will update some of the better coaching philosophies and bring it onto this defense. Because I don't mind Kellen Moore to a certain degree, but listen, Kellen Moore needed help. He is, and this is to me, it's a Linehan, a Linehan student, Linehan disciple. He does not have enough creativity in the red zone. Would you agree on that?
I would not say anything incriminating until I watch the film, and we'll go from there.
Well, I just don't think he has enough creativity to continue. Pretty much, I look over range. I mean, both Zeke and the offense is ranked in the 15th and the 16th in the red zone in terms of red zone efficiency. But we're the number one offense because we put up yards between the 20s. That's great. But if you stall out in the 20s, it's eventually good teams are going to beat you. So I think he needs help with that. I think hopefully he needs one more season, and that's why I'm scared to death. I'm gonna leave with this. I'm scared to death that is the same thinking that Jerry Jones has. So if Dallas is going to burn, but I'm glad I'm in Florida.
You scared, but I'd be most scared if we let go of Kellen and turn out he's the best damn play caller in the league. Or like that'll really scare the shit out of me if he just starts tearing things up elsewhere. But you know.
Oh no, I think I don't want to let go of Kellen. I think this was Kellen's. I mean, he's a rookie offensive coordinator. He's a young. I think he got his bumps and bruises. I think hopefully he will take some notes and grow, and I'll pretty much say, okay, where was I lacking? I was lacking enough creativity. I got to bring this offense from 15th to 5th, or at least top 5 in the red zone, because we can go up and down with 20 to 20, but we got to be able to punch it in. We got to be able to get 6 instead of 3. So I believe he will. I'm not saying to get rid of him. That's why I said defensive-minded head coach. Because, like I said, it Jerry Jones believes that he's the golden boy. And, if Jerry Jones believes in somebody, you ain't going nowhere. If he believes in you, you ain't going nowhere. Jerry Jones said it himself. It's my name on that check.
I feel you.
That's what I'm just getting Cowboy fans ready a little bit, take a breath, and let's see what happens on Black Monday tomorrow.
I feel you, man, but you ain't got to watch Dynasty to have attitude, but we're going to check and see. Appreciate it, DP.
Hey. You too, man. Holla at you.
Yeah. Boy, I hit y'all with like, boy, y'all ain't ready. Boy, let's see what we got. Damn, who was on deck? Was Drummer Cam or Dave from NY was on deck? I think Drummer Cam was on. All right, so cool. We got Drummer Cam next, Dave from NY on deck, and we got T-Dub in the hole. Let's see what we got here. And everybody that's calling in, that's about to get picked up on the phone, just be aware we got plenty callers tonight, so y'all know how that works. Drummer Cam, what's happening? Drummer Cam. Drummer Cam.
You there?
There you go.
You there? You there?
There you go.
Oh, wait, sorry. I was double muted. How's it going, man?
Everything's everything. Doski Woski. I'm always in good spirits. You listen to Prince?
Yes, sir. You know what? I know Prince. I'm familiar with Prince's popular titles, but I am missing your drop, sir. I mean, I think I just got one because you said it again at Burn City, but hey.
Well, so you're a drummer, yeah. so you're more of a Phil Collins guy, I guess. You like Phil?
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of different music. Prince is not something I just picked up early on in my years, so it's just I'm aware of it from the culture.
You're killing me, Drummer Cam. But anyway, what's happening, Mike?
Sorry, man.
What's happening? What you got for the show?
Well, first off, you need to call your guy Foots, man, and tell him to chill the fuck out. Like, for real.
You know what? Foots Watch might be a new thing on my channel. What do you do this time?
I think we got to start that because, I mean, we need coverage on his channel. We need coverage on his Twitter feed. Maybe somebody to go to the shows. Like, he's talking crazy. But that's not what I want to call him. How's your water taste? I'm curious.
The water. Well, I have lemon in my water today because I'm back on vegan Voch kind of sort of, not on purpose. You know what I mean? So I do have my lemon water with me today, and it's quite refreshing.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. I know it's disappointing that the Giants let us down. Not that was a surprise, to be honest, but I'd say I'm upset, but at the same time I'm optimistic.
Okay.
Because I definitely your boy DP. I definitely don't think Jason Garrett's coming back. I think we've got an interesting pick ahead of us. I think a new coach, a new culture is definitely needed. We need to change. I agree with all that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I don't know that the players are not playing for Jason Garrett. I don't know if I buy that from Miss April. But I will say this. If we are not the most talented team in all of football right now, and we have 21 players about to go undrafted free agents, and I mean, we have so much to cover in this offseason.
Sure.
So much to cover in this offseason.
And we will be here covering it all. Sure.
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. I mean, between picking the new coach, between who we re-sign, who we don't re-sign, who we franchise tag, who we don't franchise tag. By the way, I think franchise tag is what's in coming for Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. That's just my 2 cents on the tea leaves. But, yeah, man, we've got a lot of things coming up for us. So there's a lot of things coming this season. I'm super pumped for the Cowboys next year. I'm hoping that with the players that are retained, and something that Troy brought in when in the '91 season we won one game all season. And Troy said it in the broadcast. He said that brought that team together. That adversity brought that team together. Now I hope that the guys from this year that make it to next year's team will hold on to this season. I'm hoping they'll hold on to this season. I'm hoping they'll understand that as a team, they should come together and remember what it looks like when you don't execute, what it looks like when you let down your fans and you actually don't do the things you're supposed to be doing, and you're not just putting people on their ass like you should be. Boy, Joe Looney, man,
people just want
on that list.
People just want answers, man, and I've never really, because Cowboy fans will find a problem out of anything. You know what I mean? Like the Jerry Jones put too much money into the turf. That's why we can't run fast. Like I can never understand human curiosity, man. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Look, you can find. I mean, I think a lot of these people who are picking out this, that, and the other thing, that this is wrong and that's wrong. I'm sure that there's an element of that, of all these things everybody's saying. There is an element of that being wrong.
Sure.
I think there's an element that they are right, that these things are issues and these are the mistakes and these are the problems, right? But it's not about that. It's not about fixing all your mistakes. It's getting your team motivated, right? Addressing the issues that you need to address because those are the ones that are going to make the biggest impact, just like I said last night. But getting your team motivated and getting some wins together, that can fix a lot of shit, man.
Sure. Yeah.
And so if you can find you a coach that can do that, with this team, with whatever pieces that we have left, because a lot of the list, I mean, there's only a few names on there that I'm really concerned about. But I'm frankly more concerned that where is this coaching staff's going to land than I am more than undrafted free agents. But I mean, I want to see Byron Jones come back, obviously for obvious reasons. I don't care what anybody says about that man. He, when people don't throw to your side. That's a good defensive cornerback. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Absolutely.
You can give up one all game. I don't care. But if they refuse to throw to your side, and the stats show that, you need to be back.
Well.
So, but the coaches that are coming in and whatever they decide to do, we talked about last night. I definitely want to keep Kellen Moore. Chris, I'm kind of out on. I don't think that they teach. It looks like there's zone awareness east and west because all their linebackers do is drop. They drop back. Even when Jalen Smith made that play on the 4th and 3 or whatever it was, why the hell are you behind him, Jalen?
Sure.
Like, if it's true zone coverage, you should be in front. But look at the film. Sure. Either way, I'm ready for a new coach to come in here. Let's change the culture. Let's come in. Let's remember what we did last year because the history will repeat itself if we don't. And then let's fucking win the Super Bowl next year. Let's go.
Sure enough, man. Appreciate you, dog. Salute to you.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah. I'm seeing in my chat box Stephanie saying Dak is not garbage. Dak is absolutely not garbage. I just can't. These people kill me, man. These people kill me. I do think a deal will get done with Dak. You know what I mean? Of course it's a lot of money, so those things kind of got to be worked out. But like we want Dak just as much as he want us. So let's stop fooling around. So we'll figure it out. Get him paid, and we'll just sign everybody else up. Dave from New York, what's happening, man?
Greetings, Voch. What's good?
Everything's everything. Doski Woski, my guy.
They don't know. They don't show.
And
I don't care what goes on.
Wait a minute. Time out. Great quote. Shouts out to Doughboy. Hold on. I'm a sucker for a real good quote, Dave. So appreciate you, my guy. What's happening?
Yes, sir. Now, I don't want to steal your little lightning, but it's raining out here in New York, but it ain't purple.
Okay.
And I'm not going, even though we 8-8, ain't no doves crying over here.
I appreciate that.
Now, one thing, I have a couple of questions, and I'm gonna let you get out the way.
Mm-hmm.
One, do you think that we hold on too long to something that's not working? And number two, I don't think Jerry. My question to you, Jerry's not going to hire someone because Jimmy Johnson,
sure.
Bill Parcells. He's going to want that guy that he can control.
Sure.
Do you think that being that he's getting older, time is ticking?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's going to realize to say that's what the Cowboys need?
I have no
idea. And okay.
I have no idea how to answer that question. That question is way too layered. If I was in the building, trust me, I would ask questions like that. And, I feel like Cowboy media don't ask the hard enough questions because they scared for their job, I guess. I don't know. But I have no way of knowing. No way of knowing, my guy.
Okay. Well, one thing is that, I think that, I kind of like trying to answer my question. I think Jerry's, he's making money. He's a businessman, and he wants to control things because that's why he let Jimmy go, or fired Jimmy. Or Jimmy got done things to get fired, because there was no connection there where Jerry wanted to be in the limelight, and even in the he was the guy. He was a billionaire, whatever he is, and that's what was the problem back then. I think it still resonates now, and hopefully he gave the reins over to his son, Steven. Steven is making decisions.
Sure.
Jerry's just out there being a profile out there in the media and everything. So hopefully let the reins to Steven and Will McClay and all those other guys. And I'm in agreement. We need a defensive coach. Kellen, I think he's going to be how Scott McVay was in Washington when he went to the Rams.
Yeah.
I think Kellen's giving them a chance, and I think we should be successful. Go Cowboys in 2020.
All right, appreciate you, dog. Salute you. Appreciate you, man. For those of you that are keeping tabs on my Prince lyric count, Dave dropped 2 references. Those don't count. They're only the references that I drop. So chat box, how many Prince references, lyrics, or like titles, song, how many have y'all caught so far? Because I'm looking down at my little tally sheet, and I've been getting busy. Plus, if you not like a for real Prince fan, you probably won't catch a lot of this. You probably won't. You probably won't. So I just want to see where y'all at. And I would love for Set It Off Chris to call in at the end of the show so he can so me and him can discuss this. We'll see what we talking about here. 7, not enough. 8, not enough. Oh man, let me actually lock the phone up.
The conference has been locked.
Nini's at 7, not enough. I'm in the double digits. It's all good though. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. 18, too many. Okay, 8 is being fun. That's one. Okay, cool. Let's see. T-Dub from Wichita Falls is gonna be next. Brandon from Frankly Football is on deck. Colin is in the hole. Let's run this. T-Dub, what's up, brother?
What's up, Mr. Voch? How you doing?
You listen to Prince, T-Dub?
Of course. Come on.
I'm just asking. I'm just, because look, man, listen. So there are certain types of Prince fans, right? There are Prince fans that only know Purple Rain. There are Prince fans that love the Dirty Mind album. And then there are Prince fans like me that that like when he did the rendition of Jungle Strut from Carlos Santana. You know what I mean? Like there's levels to Prince fans.
I got a level I can add to that.
Go ahead.
There are Prince fans who don't even know they're Prince fans. There's people singing Prince songs. They don't even realize he wrote them and somebody else sang them.
Nothing compares, and I feel for you. Things like Sex Shooter. I got you. I'm with you.
Back in the '80s, look at Sheena Easton's whole catalog. Look at Tina Marie's whole catalog. Sure. Apollonia 6. Sure. What was the other one who died? Who was a preacher and Vanity? All of Vanity's music.
Yeah.
I mean, he wrote a whole bunch of people's albums.
Sure. Gigolos get lonely too. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, though.
I'm just saying.
Unfortunately, though, talk to him about your Cowboys, sir.
Yeah.
What are your vibes here?
Before I get to the Cowboys, the first thing I needed to do was to thank you, Mr. Voch, for being a pillar of the Cowboys community.
Man.
I mean, you have been strong in the face of adversity. You have lifted us up when we were down. You have held our hands through the good and the bad. And I believe you don't get enough credit for all you do.
Wow.
So props and respect to you throughout this entire difficult season.
Man. Yo,
and that's from the heart, my brother. That is from the heart.
Man, it's words like that really humble me, man. And I know I come off as loud, brash, braggadocious and all that, but man, like every time I hear that, it humbles me and it brings me right down and it keeps me focused and keep me working, man. So I really do appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate you.
The best way I can put it is we love your personality. And when I say we, I mean everybody. Everybody. I don't know what you get written on Twitter, but everything that I hear, we love you, bruh.
Man.
So as long as you understand that your personality keeps us going. Man. So your jokes, who else gonna come up with Prince on a rainy day? Come on. And I mean, sometimes we need that to keep us going because we get tried sometimes with these Cowboys. We get tired with these Cowboys.
Sure.
So we need that. We need that war cry every now and again.
Sure.
Because we know you're gonna be there. We wait for you.
Man.
So I needed you to know that we look up to you, we respect what you do, and we gonna ride with you. Or at least you got me. I'm gonna ride with you throughout it all.
You know what? That really means a lot to me because I always say, like I always thought that if I could blow up without doing typical things, I would be happy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to set a camera up and do a fake rant and throw furniture and fake run my blood pressure up and fake scream and fake angry. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather convey how I really feel. You know what I mean? And even though you probably get more views for cussing, screaming, tearing up furniture in your house after a loss, but I would rather tell jokes and talk about, just talk about what I saw. You know what I mean? So I really do appreciate that, that's being noticed. That means a lot.
Trust me, people can recognize authenticity.
Man.
And with you speaking from the heart, it means something to people. I'm taking liberties when, putting myself in the mix, but I'm a part of your fandom, bro. And I found you like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't even know how long it's been since I found you, but your structure, your family. That's the best way I can put it. You're literally your Cowboy family. It's not a Sunday if I don't get to hear Mr. Voch. I understand you need to take vacations, and I can respect that, but at least you throw in like a piece every now and again. You taught me football in the last, 3 to 5 years, a game that I've been watching for 25, 30 years.
Damn.
So I thank you. I thank you.
Man, I appreciate it.
I'm sorry. I apologize for bringing your show to a halt.
I'm about to cry, man.
I'm
about to cry, man.
But I thought it needs to be said. All right, now let me talk about these stank-ass Cowboys.
Let's run it, man. Talk about these whack ass, about these heartbreaking ass.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I just got a list of heartbreaks. I don't know else how to put them. First, heartbreak number 1 is my boy Cedric Wilson.
Damn.
I mean, I just couldn't catch a break all year with Cedric. I thought this was going to be the year of Cedric. I thought he got over the bad shoulder. I thought he was going to show something in training camp.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got hurt. Tried to make his way back, and then he got really hurt, and then he just disappeared. So I don't even know if he gonna make the team. He's still on a rookie deal, so they may try to put him somewhere far down the list. But that was my first disappointment. Second disappointment, I have to admit that I was looking forward to see what Blake Jarwin was going to turn into. I thought Blake Jarwin was going to get a bigger role after showing out the end of last year. And I thought they was going to, they was just going to get the ball to him more. I thought he was going to actually put in a showing to be, if not second, the first string. Mm-hmm. And Jason Witten came back and,
stopped all that in his tracks, stunted the growth.
So that's number 2. Number 3, being ranked fourth ain't good enough, Zeke. I'm sorry. And mad props. I'm glad you got your money. You did what you have to do. Mm-hmm. I can respect that. But fourth ain't going to get it done. And, again, I understand that, sometimes the line was beat up. Sometimes Travis was working his way back into the line. I get all that. But even with that, there were some games that looked like you were trying 65% instead of, 95%.
Right.
And I don't know if you were just winded or what was going on. And can't even say it was because of the workout the workout he missed during training camp, because this was middle of the season stuff. I'm talking about, game 6, 7, 8. Mm-hmm. He started napping. I was like, wait, is that line right? He actually just got 60 yards through an entire game, 60 yards?
Yeah.
So, again, for whatever reasons, that was definitely a disappointment to me. To be honest, I thought Dak did a hell of a job this year. I mean, all in all, with everything that he's had to put up with from the press, from the end of last year, mm-hmm. throughout training camp, through the beginning, the quick start in the beginning, and all the praise he had heaped on him. Then after the praise got set aside, people start talking smack about him again. So throughout this entire year, Dak has had to field the weirdest questions. So I understand it comes with the territory, but I say keep your head up, young man, and if they, for some strange reason, let you go by the wayside, they foolish. They're idiots.
T-Dub, me and the lady was talking about this, right? And she was saying that, no matter what happens, I hope Jason Garrett, and I'm adding Dak Prescott to this list, regardless of what, I just want them to just get in front of the media and just cuss everybody. F you. Look, I remember what you wrote in week 3. F you too. If Jason Garrett turned his keys in tonight, I hope he cussed everybody out on the way to the doorknob. I hope he let them have it. I hope he let them know how bad the articles was, how terrible their questions are. Because if they get to talk, they get spicy with Jason. You know what? If I was a coach and I wasn't coaching well, you have the right to say, "Hey, Voch, you don't coach well." But if somebody say, "Man, Voch, you should have went for it. How about you grow some nuts and go for it next time?" I have the right to smack the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm a football player and you say, "Hey, Voch, you got blocked by the guard. Terrible job." I feel you. But if you say, "Hey, Voch, you acting kind of soft today. You playing like you're soft, Voch," I got the right to smack you in the mouth, man. That's just how I feel.
Real talk, I have to admit that I was one of those people a few years ago. I remember calling into your show and bringing up that little interview Dak did with I don't even remember the kid's name. Remember where he was throwing the footballs and he like missed like the targets or whatever?
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember calling in and not really talking smack, but I was like, I thought Dak was limited. I thought there was a certain level he could get to, and that was about it. But I ate my words a while back, but this season was just so impressive, so impressive. And I think the biggest thing outside of the passing was great, but the biggest thing that I respected from him was cleaning up those fumbles. I thought the previous year, that's what really hurt us the most, was him getting caught from behind and coughing up the ball.
Yeah.
And with him being able to just, get that cleaned up within a season, that's the things. I mean, look at Jameis Winston. That's the things, it takes a little while to clean up sometimes. So I don't know if that was leadership from what's the name of the quarterback coach? Kidner. I don't know if that's Kidner coming in, teaching him certain ways to hold the ball differently, or some of the mechanisms he's changed in his passing, rotation or whatever. I don't know exactly how he got it cleaned up, but that impressed me the most. And just my last point is, I see now everybody's kind of slowed down. I haven't heard in the last 3 or 4 weeks anything with the name Chris Richard in it. That's kind of disappeared.
Ship jumping.
Any talk about Chris Richard is kind of just, I mean, I remember last year they were like, man, they're going to steal him away. We got to pay him extra. I haven't heard a thing. I haven't heard his name mentioned in like 3, 4, 5 weeks.
Huh. Now they want to trade him away to get like a 5th rounder or something. They just want to give all Chris Richard away. People jump ship, man. They jump ship on Chris Richard. They jump ship on Lincoln Riley, man. You can't expect no loyalty out these people, man. But it is what it is.
Man, that's all I got, man. I'm sorry for taking up too much of your time, Voch, but
good.
Cowboy fans, keep your head up, man, and I hate to say the words diehard Cowboy fan. I just want to. I'm a win more Cowboy fan. I want the Cowboys to win more. I ain't gonna die for it, but I want them to win more. And that's it, man. I'll be listening, man. Keep doing what you do. Keep your head up.
Appreciate it, T-Dub. Salute to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Take care of yourself.
Boy, oh boy. I get all misty-eyed when people call in, and you know what I'm saying, when they call in, and you know what I mean, because, just if anything, I just don't let that pop life take me over, man, you know what I mean? I like to, you know what I'm saying, stay humble, stay grounded, and just hit y'all with the I mean, But, hey, we got 3 callers. I'm going to get to all 3 of y'all. Don't hold me all day. You know what I mean? We got Frankly Football. We got Brandon from Frankly Football. I will address you correctly. We got Jay on deck. We got Colin in the hole. All right. So I'm gonna get to all 3 of y'all, but don't hold me all day. All right. And I want y'all to still give me that tally count on my Prince lyrics, you know what I mean? And at the end of the show, like I may ask Set It Off Chris to call in one more time just to kind of see where he at. But that's at the end of the show. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But for now, Brandon from Frankly Football. What's up, brother?
What's going on, Voch? How you doing, man?
Man, we've been talking about mixed feelings and emotions and balance and all that good stuff. Tell me, what are the vibes, my good sir?
And I can say this much. I mean, the truth is, I think multiple coaches on planet Earth will come in and coach this team better than Garrett has. We all have the expectation that the news that he's not going to be brought back is going to come in by the end of the day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get all of those references?
Hold on, time out. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Time out. I was looking. Look, Marcus Hardison, right? He hit me on PayPal twice. Marcus, I'm gonna get to you. I'm sorry, Brandon. Run that shit back. I'm sorry. Go. I'm sorry. Go back. Do it again.
All right, so in that little monologue, I just referenced like 5 Prince songs or albums.
I wasn't ready. My bad. Okay.
Right.
Reset. Go.
All right.
Yeah.
I said the truth is,
Right.
I think that multiple coaches on planet Earth can come in and coach this team better than Garrett has. And we all have the expectation that the news that he's not going to be brought in tomorrow will come through.
What they know about the news album, Brandon? Brandon, what they know about the news? Brandon, hold on. What they know about North, East, West, South? What they know about the which acronym? What they know about the news? About the jazz instrumental album? What they know about Brandon? Hey.
Both songs. That's all you need.
Hold on, Brandon. You are in your bag, sir. Let me hit the See, Brandon, I wasn't ready because a lot of people just don't pull news out the bag like that. Planet Earth and news out the bag like that. You know what I'm saying?
The repertoire runs deep, man.
Damn.
Look. When you got as much material from Prince to go through, you can come up with anything.
Oh man, I thought as deep as people was gonna go was like Graffiti Bridge or something, but you went there. you went there, my God. Salute to you,
Earth.
Man.
Come was a good album.
Come was cool.
Come was a good album.
It's a cool album. That was in his I'm just gonna make whatever I like phase.
That's Prince all the way.
And y'all ain't gotta like it if y'all don't want to. He was in that phase. But I apologize, Brandon from Frankly Football. Tell me about your Cowboys, sir, and how pissed off you are with them, or happy.
I mean, I ain't even pissed off.
Sure.
I mean, it's the more things change, the more things stay the same. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, I couldn't come in starting out because I had to record my little video and all that good stuff.
Sure.
But I mean, it's another 8-8 year. Another week, another Cowboys game, another year just missing the playoffs. I mean, at this point, Garrett is who we thought he was.
Damn.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't really get the satisfaction of him getting fired like for example the Browns do. They let go of Freddie.
Yeah.
So we don't even get that satisfaction. We just we not gonna re-up on your services.
But we knew Freddie was gonna get shot though. You know what I mean? And to be fair, we kind of sort of quasi knew Jason was gonna get shot. It's just that Jason may not get shot to the end of the week. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, yes and no. I'm not sure how the whole head coach thing worked, but Jason Garrett's contract runs out on Wednesday. Tuesday's the last day. So, I mean, I'm not sure if we can just ride it out without a head coach for however long they want to do it until they bring in another guy, or if they got to give him a decision by Wednesday.
I don't know, man. We'll see, but just based on the vibes, I don't think 8-8 was gonna save it. So, I'm just fully anticipating Jason's key not working. You know what I'm saying, tomorrow, but
wouldn't that be great though? Like you, at least you get the satisfaction of him coming up to the building and his key not working.
I just want Jason to talk shit to the media. I just want Jason Garrett to just have a long list of all the bad, terrible questions he was asked, you know what I mean? And just for him to just run it back and just feed into that ass. Because if he's not going to be employed there no more, there's no reason to get into politics with Dallas media. So, F him. And I only said F him because we got certain people in the chat box that don't like me cussing, Miss Stephanie, but I just F him. That's how I feel.
Man, I for real, I was kind of torn on this win again.
Sure.
In the same way that I was with the Rams game, because this is what this team should be all the time.
Sure. I was watching, man. And I just absolutely had the vibes. Like, man, we could be this every week. I don't care what the matchup is. I don't care what team. Like, the Redskins aren't a great team, sure, but we can be that versus anybody. Like, we put up 40 points on Green Bay. You know what I mean? It's just, we'll get there.
What shutdown receiver has Gallup been put up against? Cooper's had that attention most of the time.
Sure.
So Gallup has the potential to do this every single week.
Gallup is going to play against civilian cornerbacks every week. Absolutely. Yep.
And the main reason that I'm more torn on this win rather than the Rams, more so than I was at the Rams win, is because this at this point I'm on to the off season, and I was before this game even started. You know what I'm saying? So, winning another game, having a slightly better record, another win on the record and all that good stuff, doesn't really seem like a good thing, because now the Cowboys could have been what, 15 or 14 in the draft order, and now we are 17.
Sure, but I'm not just gonna go around rooting for losses. Like that ain't me. You know what I mean? That ain't me. You know what I mean? Plus, sometimes hanging around in your spot just works out better for you. Sometimes the player that's highly touted that gets pressured into the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th overall spot ain't as good as the 16th player. So, I think this team drafts well, and it just depends. Those, I feel good about the first round picks, but how early am I allowed to draft in the second round? That's what I like the most, the second, third, and fourth rounds.
Definitely. I feel like this team drafts well later.
Mm-hmm.
Those early picks in the past like 3 or 4 years have been like up and down. I mean, because of course you got like Taco in there, things like that.
And I'm gonna go ahead and tell people this now. I'm gonna go ahead and say this now because I know a lot of people gonna ask me, "Yo, Voch, do you want to trade the first round and the third round pick to move up in the top 5?" No, because I'll ask you, would you trade Van Der Esch and Michael Gallup for Derrick Brown? You know what I'm saying? Like put that into perspective. Like, look at what we do with these picks or whatever, and. Hell, Michael Gallup. Hell, you could say Van Der Esch and Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis was a third round pick, whatever. You know what I mean? So let's just not say just because they're third rounds or fourth round picks that they're bad picks. They're valuable to us. You know what
I mean? But not Jordan Lewis, but what was the other guy?
What
it
round?
Was one of our DBs who was like a 5th round. Same year that Jordan Lewis was drafted.
Xavier Woods was the 5th from La Tech. Yeah, sure.
Fifth round. So I mean, we draft late extremely well, and a lot of teams don't have that luxury. They draft those guys as like, hey, we need somebody as a body in camp.
Sure.
But Dallas drafts every single pick as well, for the most part.
Sure.
As you can come in here and earn your spot. I can say the one thing that was for sure after this week and last week. Dak Prescott played his way into a franchise tag, man.
You saying that as a good thing or a bad thing? Okay.
Good thing for the team.
Okay.
Because I mean, one thing is for certain: Dallas will get another coach.
Okay.
And there's always the possibility of more like coordinators and positional coaches, things like that. Mm-hmm. But who's to say that the next coach will want Dak as his long-term quarterback? I talked to you about that last time.
Sure.
Yes, he had stats this year, but wins and losses are the main thing that matters. Wins, losses, and playoff success.
I think if you were head coach, you will be a fool to walk into a situation and see a first-year OC that took a offense from being like 20-something to like first. You know what I mean? And to see a young quarterback like Dak Prescott that can win you football games. You know what I'm saying? Like you would be foolish as a head coach to have Dak on your team and not roll with him or whatever.
Can we really say that though? Because I mean,
it is incredibly hard to find quarterbacks. I wish somebody would walk up here talking about some Dak ain't gonna be my guy. Let's draft Jake Fromm and hope for the best. Boy, please.
I don't know about Jake Fromm, but I will say that
we drafted 17.
I will be clear about that.
We drafted 17.
Give me Sunshine though. You give me Sunshine, then I'll be like, all right.
Sunshine ain't gonna be what we picking at. Sunshine ain't gonna be what we picking at.
Exactly. I'm not gonna say it about Jake Fromm, but you give me Sunshine, and we'll have a conversation.
Yeah, man. Sunshine was looking kind of rough yesterday. I mean, he got the job done, but hey, we know what Dak can do. We don't know what these guys are going to be on the next level. And I've had my love affairs with with these different quarterbacks or whatever, but it ain't nothing like a quarterback that can play, and we know Dak can play on Sundays. We don't know if these other guys can. So,
True. Like the worst possible thing Dak could have done this year was just lower the ceiling of his deal. We already know what the floor is. The floor can't move.
Mm-hmm.
But the worst that he could have done this year was lower the ceiling on a new deal if he does not get the franchise tag.
I just don't think quarterback business works like that, man. I just think when it comes to quarterbacks, I don't really think it works on a pay scale like that. I just think it's is you is or is you ain't kind of deal. And Dak is a is, you know, and you know, Dak has the right to say, okay, you can try to play quarterback without me. Fine, we'll pay you. And
Yeah,
we'll just go from there.
That's very true. Are there any other positions that you feel are going to require like a lot of attention?
Shit, D-line. Shit, D-line. I'm gonna
focus in on that a little bit more. I'm gonna say D tackle.
I want us to put resources in D-line just like we put resources in O-line. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because Robert Quinn ain't gonna last forever. Michael Bennett ain't gonna last forever. D-Law shoulder hurt, but I foresee him being okay or whatever. Give me 2 tackles on the right defensive end, and we'll talk about it.
Just give me 1 tackle. I ain't gonna be greedy. I just want 1.
I'm being greedy. I love overkill. Draft me another offensive lineman. Draft me another D lineman. Give me a Sam linebacker in the 4th round, maybe, or something like that. And hey, man, you know, people want to say go get a safety. I think Donovan Wilson will be okay. I mean, it just depends. I like when people can develop a little bit, you know. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, like I'm a huge Donovan Wilson fan. He won me over in the preseason this year, and I really want to see him get a chance to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
For me, man, it's tight end. I want to draft tight end super early, like 2nd round. I want a D tackle first, but I have always been a huge critic of Dallas's tight end scouting.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope that that's something that they focus on, because if you look at all of the teams that got success, Baltimore, Kansas City, and Titans.
Sure.
Couldn't remember the Tennessee. There we go.
Yeah.
But a lot of those type of teams depend on their tight ends for success. Tight ends are, well, the modern tight end is successful Noah Brown.
Okay.
Big receivers. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and
I think Jarwin is that. You know, Jarwin is a big receiver. He just hadn't had his opportunities.
Well, yes, but I don't want just one. You said you like overkill, right? I like overkill on offense.
Yeah, we only got a handful of picks, though.
You give me 2 of them things.
Boy, we only got a handful of picks. That's the problem.
That's true. So if that's the case, I need Dalton Schultz to step it up then.
Hey, you'll get no complaints out of me. Closing remarks, Brandon from Franklin Football, or was that all you got? I know you got plenty.
I think that's all I got, man.
Okay, I was about to say, because I know you got plenty, but you know,
I do got plenty, but I recognize your time is valuable. That's all I got.
Oh man, you're a real one. Then he say Voch call foots. He want to trade the whole team. That might be the reason I don't call foots. Appreciate it, Brandon.
All right, Voch, peace.
Yeah. Goodness. We got. Let's see what happens here. If I push this button here. Let's see what happens here. Okay, Mark just say for the culture. He got one for the culture. Let's see. I think it was another one up there. Let's see what's going on here. One was for the culture, and let's see what this other one is here. Mark says, love you, brother. No diss towards the coaching staff. I'm looking forward to the entire offseason and all the Voch content that comes with it. Peace. Love you, bro. That's Marcus. I keep wanting to call you Marquise because that Q is in there. But Marcus Harrison, appreciate you, fam, for dropping into the PayPal, giving us your discussions there. How many Prince references we got right now? I put in like 5 at least. Well, Brandon, we're counting my Prince references, not everybody's Prince references, and I'm absolutely in the double digits right now. So boom. Yes, I'm in the double digits right now. So I would love to know where everybody else is at with theirs. But we got these last 2 callers, and if Set It Off Chris is still listening, we'll see if we can get him back up in here. But we're about to wrap this thing on up. Colin, what's up, man?
What's up, boss? How you doing, my guy?
Doski Woski, my friend. Talk to him about your Cowboys.
Well,
I agree.
No, first thing,
I agree with that sound. Yep.
No, first thing, let's talk about how about them LSU first. But
Hey man,
Yeah, man.
my house may be transformed into a LSU house, not on purpose and not on my accord, but I may have been drafted into an LSU situation. So go Tigers. I agree.
Yeah, man. Maybe this was probably a blessing in disguise, because I ain't been calling any of your shows lately because I've been busy and stuff.
I noticed.
But I be checking through your comments and stuff. I be like peeping and stuff.
Sure.
And I want to say something. Like for some of you Cowboys fans, if this right here, hey, for some of y'all, I want to say, well, I'm done with this team, or I don't want to see this team prosper, or I want to trade everybody and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, get your ass somewhere else. Take your ass somewhere else.
Talk to him.
We don't need that kind of energy over here, bro. Like, real talk. We don't need that, because y'all are the same people that will listen to Buck Dancer Smith, Horseface Sharp,
what?
Nick Wrong. Y'all would speak that same bullshit right to
The conference has been unlocked.
and spew that same kind of shit all through the community and say, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, fire this player, fire that player, because it's quite funny when players execute. I'm gonna say it again. When players actually execute, when nobody say nothing, you don't hear a peep, you don't hear shit. You don't hear nobody getting credit to Jason Garrett, nobody. And I'm not advocating for Jason Garrett. Sure, you want to bring another head coach, that's fine, sure. But give a spade. But as soon as we do something bad, here comes all you so-called Cowboys fans. Oh no, why are we doing this? Jason Garrett, he got to go. Jerry Jones, you're a blind idiot. You don't know what you're doing.
Goodness.
But again, like I said, if some of y'all was the owner or the team manager, y'all would trade everybody out.
Goodness.
So, but again, bro, it's like Dak did his thing.
Right.
I'm proud of him. I'm actually proud of him the way he actually handles himself. Because all this shit he be taking in the media and this
right,
shit.
Yeah.
I feel bad for any coach that come here. Because if I'm a head coach, you tell me I gotta be a head coach for the Cowboys, and
I say that all the time, and people think I be bugging. Like, nobody want to coach rowdy fans like that, man. Anybody trying to be great for y'all, and y'all just gonna switch up on me last minute? What the hell wrong with y'all?
The conference has been locked.
And y'all expect me to coach for y'all, and y'all want me to do everything to a perfect T? Like, no.
All right.
Especially some of y'all Cowboys just want to cut everybody. And now, do we need to get rid of some coaches? Yes. Rod Marinelli, hey man, what you done with unknown pass rushers, unknown talents that we have on this team? Hey, it's been great, but hey, I got love for you, but it's time for you to go. Jason Garrett, hey, for all the shit that you've been going through, hey, I understand, but hey, for you to keep the team together, for all that, hey, I got nothing but props, but you got time for you to, I got to show you the dough. But
we gonna work on it, man.
Other than that,
we gonna. I was just about to say, man, we gonna work on it. But boy, Jace gonna twist that doorknob, but it ain't gonna budge. But hey, man, I just hope my new coach sets this thing forward and not backwards. But hey, Colin, appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling, bro.
No problem, Voch. You keep doing your thing, brother. Keep doing your thing, my guy.
You already know, man. Those Peasky whiskey, my guy. You already know how this work. Appreciate you for the call, Colin. That was dope, man. That was dope. Because look, Colin feels as poisonous as I do. Like I have a very toxic relationship with a lot of Cowboy fans, but it is what it is. We're going to get Jay in and out quick. We're going to get Charles in and out quick. Then I'm going to have this conversation. We'll set it off, Chris, and I'm going to go on about the rest of my night. Jay, what's happening, fam? Thanks for waiting.
Not too much, Voch, man. Just chilling, man. I wrote a couple things down so I can get to them quick for you.
Let's do that. Appreciate you.
Now, look. I'm looking at either we need a new D coordinator because we like splitting D coordinators. Either we need a new D coordinator or we just need a better defensive line because a better defensive line will make any coordinator look better.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And then we got to look at Tyron Smith's trade value, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too many times where he just sitting out, he hurt. You know what I'm saying? We might well get rid a third-round pick and get out that contract. I think that'll be a good move.
A third?
Oh, yep. With a low, we don't got that many draft picks this year. So I think a third, we do pretty good at drafting, man. I think we could do something with that. But
you want to trade a third round? You want to trade a third round pick to create another hole? To create another hole on your offense.
Man, we got Cameron Fleming, man. I keep telling you, man.
Cam Fleming got picked up, and look, you ever picked up a child at the grocery store and put him in the basket and rode around with him? Cam got picked up off his feet and rolled around in a basket today. I don't want to hear nothing about no Cam Fleming.
Man, we put up like almost 50 points with Cam in the lineup, man. Hey, we did something right with him.
I'm good, my G.
Look, check this out. We need a coach with high football IQ, man. You know, hey, Jason Garrett, he's decent. He's decent, though. But his football IQ, I think that could be called into question. And we need to go ahead and sign Byron Jones and Amari Cooper, get them out the way. And what do you think that Jerry really think about Dak? No, that's what I want to ask you. Then I'm out.
Jerry should be in a good place with Dak. Jerry would be foolish to not be in a good place with Dak. I don't think we're gonna have any problems with bringing Dak back or whatever. So don't even lose any rest about that, my guy. Don't lose no sleep.
I'm concerned that Jerry he's not satisfied with Dak though. For some reason, like something itching under my skin telling me that he really don't. He feel like Dak is all right, but he's not that guy. Now that's not what I feel, but I'm thinking about what does Jerry feel because he the one paying for the people.
I don't think Jerry think that. I think that's a bit of a reach.
Okay.
I think that's a bit of a reach. Dak is somebody that somebody said earlier, I think somebody said earlier that Jerry likes to be right. Well, Dak is your fourth round savior or whatever, and Dak is very marketable. We've seen Dak grow, and we know that Dak has a lot of room to grow, and Dak just kind of fits in with this culture very well. So I'm not gonna.
I think he's gonna franchise Dak this year though. I mean, year 5,
he might. Yeah.
I mean, he been getting better every year, and I think next year is gonna be that year where you be like, yeah, he you can like put your hands down and say he that man.
Dak might get franchised to. I don't think it's going to be a prove it type of deal. I think he's going to get franchised just to give them more time to get the deal done. But yeah, fam, I don't foresee Jerry Jones having a big problem with running Dakota Prescott like that. I just don't see it.
I mean, because you see, they didn't really want to let Dak get that passing record. You see, they just kept running the ball. They didn't want to let him get it. I'm like, whose call was that?
Well, I feel you, but if Dak tears his ACL at the end of the season and that makes him unavailable till like week 7 the next year, we'll look even more foolish.
Yeah, you're right about that, though. I just feel like that was kind of weird how they didn't let him get that record at the end and they just ran the ball like 10 straight times. That was odd.
It was the end of the game. We was winning by 30, and if Dak throws an interception and goes to tackle Jonathan Allen, then we look even more crazy. So yeah, I'm not going there. I'm not going.
I feel you, bro. Man. Okay, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing, man. Appreciate you, man.
No doubt, my guy. Salute.
All right.
Yeah. Oh man, boy, let me tell y'all something, man. If Dak would have thrown an interception trying to get that little funky 2-yard record, and Jonathan Allen caught it and ran over Dak, and knock on, that's some wood to knock on, man. Jeez. We're going to get Charles out the way. We're going to see what he got to say. And then we're going to wrap it up with Set It Off Chris, see what his homework assignment look like. Charles, what's happening?
Hey, Voch, how you doing, man?
What's up, my guy?
Can you hear me?
I hear you well.
Okay, I'm gonna make this statement, man. I just got to get this off my chest, brother. You can give me your comment after I'm done, but I'm just gonna say this, man. You, as a YouTuber, as a person that worked hard over the years, you deserve better than this. What this team is giving you. I am sick and tired of this nonsense. Jerry Jones is like Frankenstein. He made this Frankenstein, gave him the arms and legs, and then Frankenstein woke up. And he ended up eating the man that made it. Jerry Jones is the reason for all this stuff, Voch. You are the best guy on this channel. I watch you all the time. If there's excellent O's, it's nobody come close. All Nation is good, but you the top dog here. But I'm going to tell you right now, Jason Garrett has took this organization to the toilet. And when you lose to a winless team, it's a problem now. It is time for him to go. Fuck him. I don't care if he get on a caravan. I don't care if he get on a bus. I don't care if he get on a plane set. Well, I can't stop him. I want to wait to the end of the season. You're fired way through in the air.
You say hold on. You say he can get on a caravan?
He can get on a caravan. I don't care if 3 old ladies show up with walkers and say, "Come with me." He got to go.
My goodness.
He got to go there.
My goodness.
I'm having enough, Voch.
I mean, I agree that it's past time for Jason or whatever, but goodness, woo. Okay, they ain't got. Go ahead.
But how long since it's been a championship?
I was born in '92, so I was. I
was born in '69.
I was about 3 in '95, but '95 was the last one, my guy.
And I watched that Super Bowl, Voch. Let me tell you something, man. There's nobody out there, like I said, you are one of the best guys out there.
Wow.
You got more football knowledge. See, you are a numbers guy. Wow. You're in between the tackle guy. Yeah. See, when you get into that stuff, you get into details that win games. You are perfect at that. I wish you was you know what? Let's not forget about this game. Why would you coach?
Let me tell you something, dog. If I was coach, we'll win the Super Bowl 6 years in a row, and I'm not playing. I'm not joking. I ain't smiling not one time. Believe that.
I just don't like the way y'all guys, like Cowboys, Joe Boo, Law Nation, and Voch, I don't like the way y'all put all this material out there for people to get this information, and we get these results. I
tell you what else too, Charles.
I'm sorry, bro.
I tell you what too. On that note, I'm the only Dallas Cowboy YouTuber with its own playbook. I have a physical, actual. I have a Voch Lombardi playbook. It's in my closet. I promise. On everything, I got call sheets and everything.
You know what, Voch?
Yeah.
Listen. I've been watching Cowboys. Been my team since I was 7 years old.
Right.
I begged my mama all night to stay after the Super Bowl. It was school night. Sunday night, I had to get up in the morning. I said, "Mama, please let me watch the Cowboys. They're playing to get them in the Super Bowl." She said, "Okay, but you go to bed right after the game." And ever since I've watched them win the Super Bowl, my life has never been the same since.
Damn.
And now that I went through all these years and got a daughter and a grandbaby and things like that, the last time they won a Super Bowl, my daughter was a baby.
Damn.
She was a little child. I'm tired, Voch. Let me tell you something. You keep doing what you're doing, brother, and we out here, we appreciate you, we love you, we appreciate you, and you have taught me more about football.
Damn.
Now, I can look at the game and say, well, we're not getting that job because of this reason, or we are not running the ball, but you break that thing down.
Damn.
I love it. And I just appreciate you, brother, and I just think you as a person that love the Cowboys and cover the Cowboys for all these years, I just think you and Law Nation, Joe Boo, and all y'all guys in 1980, y'all deserve better, man. Y'all deserve better. I cry for y'all, man. My feelings and my heart go out to y'all. Right. Because what y'all do is not easy.
Damn.
It's not easy. You should be appreciated better than this. See, they sit there and got all the billions, but man, it's about common sense when it's football.
Yeah.
It's common sense. When you get to the numbers, baby, it's about winning games.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, cover 6 is interesting. Like that's when you got cover 2 on one side and cover 4 on the other side. So I feel you. Yeah, absolutely. Damn.
I
Hey,
just don't want you to get discouraged, brother.
Oh, no.
I want you to continue to do what you're doing. And I'm not going to watch the draft. I'm not going to watch the practices. What I am going to do is pull you up, and I'm going to watch you. And I will get the information from you, and I will filter what I need to filter in. Because right now, my door is closed for the Cowboys. I'm done. The only person I'm going to pay attention is you and Law Nation and Cowboy Joe Boo. Other than that, I will not be watching the draft. I will not be watching the playoffs. I'm really going to get ready for the NBA season. And I was trying to hold on hope. But, you know, hope is for those ones that really believe in it. And at this point, I don't believe in Jerry Jones. And until Jerry Jones changes, the culture will change. Stay out the way, Jerry. Let the next coach do his job. Would you please do that, Jerry? Now, get that car ready because I told you on CBS Sports Radio, I said that car will be ready for Jason Garrett. And it's full of gas, and the rest of the coaches can get in the car with him and go. Please don't come back.
The car is gonna be ready. I thought you said the coffee gonna be ready. Because I was about to say.
The car is gonna be ready.
Because I was about to say because if he.
Man, car, airplane, I don't care how he can ride on a bus.
Because if he go to work tomorrow and the key don't work, the coffee ain't gonna be ready neither. So.
Exactly. So, like I said, I'm going to end this because I know you got other people. Man, I thank you for this year.
Yeah.
I thank you for your insight. I thank you for your analysis. Don't nobody do it like you do. I want you to continue to hold it down, brother. You are one of the strong ones. I'm just a soldier, brother. I'm not a leader. You're a leader. I'm just a soldier.
Jesus.
And like I said, we lost this war. We had 500 soldiers. They had 100, we lost. And that's the way it is, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate you.
I wish you a happy new year and your family, and I will be watching you.
I appreciate you, man. You know, part of the victory is the fight. You know what I mean? Like if everybody just showed up and we won every day, it wouldn't be interesting. But this low time is gonna pay off because when we win that damn thing, we're gonna look back on this day. Remember that time we was hurt by this? Remember that time we cried? Remember we had to push Jason Garrett off a bridge to get here? We're gonna laugh about that one day. Charles, thanks for the call, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Oh goodness.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yo, Chris, hold on, wait. Chris, watch this. Chris, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how I know he meant every word he said. I had to turn down the volume to not lose my hearing. He said that with impunity, with great vengeance and furious anger. He meant that.
That's pure, without equivocation. He was done.
He meant that.
That was.
Boy, he said, you know what? You know what? The Cowboys don't deserve. You know what? Y'all don't deserve this. But you don't deserve this. And you know what? You know what? I'm normally positive.
You know what? Hey, you're gonna lose me.
You're gonna lose
me.
Chris. You know, Chris, normally I feel like I'm strong enough to carry everybody's burdens or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, sure, be angry and let me carry it. But Charles was like, Voch, you don't deserve this. I was over here thinking, like, maybe I don't deserve this. Maybe I don't.
You ain't got nothing.
Oh, man.
Woo!
Set it off,
hey,
Chris.
Man, I'm going to tell you something.
Go ahead.
Oh, my God. These post games shows, man, have been live. You probably going to have to go back and listen to some of these, man, yourself, and I hope you do. I'm going to tell you something, man. This one right here.
It was a good.
You know the work you do is they love you, so that's nothing there. But I'm gonna tell you something. I thought I was a Prince fan.
Yeah.
There's some jokers out here who really love him, man. And you're a bad boy because I could not keep up with you. Okay, this is what I got.
Okay.
Park your car sideways. This little red Corvette.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sometimes it's sometimes it snows. All things they say. Sometimes all the things never last. Sometimes it snows in April. I got a door. I must be something in the water I drink. Same with every girl I had. Okay, great one. I like how you like that. Drop that one in.
There you go.
Okay, you don't have to have an attitude. You don't have to watch Dynasty.
Right.
Have an attitude.
Right.
Kiss. You gave me Dove's Cry. You gave me Purple Rain. You gave me Pop Life.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hit me with Poison. Got that one. And that's the response I got, man. You snuck something in on me.
I
So what
I also had Raspberry Beret. We were talking about bosses. Jason got a boss, Jerry got a boss, and his boss was Mr. McGee. We had a door. Okay.
Yeah, I got a door.
Okay, cool.
I got a door.
Baby, I'm a Star. You got the look. We had both of those.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Do Me Baby. I forgot what I said for Do Me Baby. I was like,
okay.
What I say? What I say for do? I was like, Dak wants us just as bad as we want him. Let's start fooling around. Let's start fooling around.
Okay.
Let's see. Do Me Baby, Pop Like, and Gigolo's Getting Lonely.
Gigolo's Getting Lonely too. But my boy from Frankly Football, dude, for him to go a place on earth. Now that dude right there. That's my cat right there, because I love that album.
Yes, sir. Like, look, like he dropped and he dropped news. Like, y'all.
Yeah, he dropped news. Yeah. You only make you upper echelon Prince fans. You drop news.
Let me tell you something, man.
Like you said, once he left the label and he just really started opening up his bag with other stuff, man, you had to love him to kind of follow him, because some of the stuff you had to go dig deep and just listen. Because a lot of it was just like instrumental stuff, but for me personally, and I'd heard you make the comment before, and I think I called on one of your podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
He is by far the greatest entertainer.
Yeah.
He's the greatest entertainer of our lifetime. Michael Jackson was great, but he didn't have nothing on Prince, because Prince did it all.
Yeah.
And so that's just for me to you, kind of brotherhood thing, and clicked on that, and I love that cat.
My favorite Prince performance, right? And it's very legendary in the YouTube land. For those of you that didn't know, that when Prince plays Purple Rain live, he never plays the same version of it twice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He wants it to be, sacred and special or whatever. I would send this link out, but I know the YouTube Illuminati tracking all this stuff. But every time they take it down, there's a faithful Prince fan that put it right back up. It's 18 minutes. It's from like 83, 85 or something like that, from New York or Syracuse. Just Google Prince Purple Rain live, New York, Syracuse, something like that. And it's an 18-minute song, 18 to 20 minutes. And the guitar solo at the end, I want y'all to hit me on Twitter and tell me your review on the guitar solo at the end. It will make you cry. It will, if you're a true Prince fan, it will make you cry. Let me go find it so I can get the exact name for it. That's y'all homework assignment for tonight. Because I tell you what, because when I get into the Voch's Voice podcast, because the football season is over, we're gonna touch on all kind of music and things like this. Like you can like Studio Prince all you want. You can like the original version of Purple Rain all you want. But until you get into those, hey, I saw this YouTube video of Prince at some bar that they didn't know he was going to be at, and he was just playing guitar, you ain't no Prince fan till you experience that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a few people in this life, man, that you had to, that you have to go and have to actually go see.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the closest guy, now this is me for right now, and I don't know how many people got down with mid-condition, you got to go see Stokely.
Sure.
You got to go see Stokely.
Sure.
If you go see Stokely live, you will only get like the upper dermis of what Prince was going seeing Stokely.
Yeah.
Okay? So, that goes, because I'm gonna have to hit you another time, because we had, and when you go back to the Voch's podcast, we had to go to 5 greatest bands of all time.
Whoo! Brothers Johnson better be up there. Brothers Johnson better be up there.
You got it. If you don't put the elements up, if you don't have the elements, Brothers Johnson,
sure,
Palm and Funkadelic in your top 5, that's blasphemous.
We'll talk about it, man. Look, we got a long off season to break this down. But listen, everybody, please, everybody in the chat box, please, if you like Prince, if you even if you don't like Prince, 16-year-old Cam, if you listening on YouTube,
first off, 16-year-old Cam need that.
He needed the most.
He grow to be 26-year-old Cam and have some wisdom in his life.
He needed the most.
Nothing like saying to a woman, right? Forever in my life, right? Ain't nothing like saying this 7:45 we were on the line and the teacher was Miss Kathleen. First was Jimmy, then came Susie, and the third line was me. And all of them were all there, except
Even at the least, if you could find a lady friend and culture her to something, Nene love when I put her up on new stuff like medium rare steak and like real barbecue. You know what I'm saying? She like when I put up on real shit. You know what I mean? Everybody, please type in Purple Rain 1985 Syracuse. It's 20 minutes, but it'll be the best 20 minutes of your life. Listen to that guitar solo at the end, and everybody, please hit me on Twitter after you listen to it. I'll see y'all in 30 minutes. Set it off, Chris. It's been a real one, fam. This ain't over.
Always,
this ain't over. We gonna talk Cowboys like season in August again, but we got draft, we got Voch's Voice podcast and all that stuff. We ain't going nowhere. Appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate you as well, man.
Yeah. Man. This was a dope show. This was fire. It was fantastic. I appreciate my admins for keeping things clean out there, man. You know, we passed them ratchets for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a wrench, but sometimes I refer to my admins as having guns, and in the block back in the day on the block we call guns ratchets sometimes. So I appreciate y'all. Would y'all please go listen to that, man? Would y'all please go listen to it? Prince, Purple Rain Live 1985 Syracuse. Go listen to that. And especially at the end when he get into his guitar solo, because it's going to be different than the studio version. When he gets into the guitar solo, I really want y'all to just stop everything that you're doing. I want you, if you can, cut the lights off. If you're driving, don't crash into nobody, but just take it all in. And you might shed a tear, man. And hit me up on Twitter, and we'll have a long discussion on how y'all feel about that. Discord, if y'all want to do it in Discord, you can do that too. And we'll cross that road when we get there, man. Let me do this because y'all are calling for it. We're going to do Crossroads on the way out. And we're going to hit one more war call at the end. I appreciate y'all. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. I'm trying to set my Instagram off too. So Voch Lombardi on Instagram as well, VOCHLOMBARDI. If you're a patron, we're doing Patreon giveaways every month, so look out for the video where I announce that. If you don't know what we do here in the off season, I break down every single bit of the draft. When the Cowboys draft, I break down their players. We're gonna do off season talk. We're gonna do Cowboy news. Cowboy stuff don't stop, but we're gonna do a heavy emphasis on the off season player acquisition, free agency, draft, and all that. And hey man, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, and watch my ads one more time because this gonna be the last one until we get back, till we get a W in the regular season. So let me just hit this for y'all one time. Oh, that's my timing was terrible there. No, we can't go out like that. You can't go out like that. You can't go out like that. My timing was bad there. Now that my sound is up and that everything is percolating properly and that that Crossroads is playing and all that, now let's hit my war call. I love how steadfast my admins are being. I appreciate y'all for keeping all the extra out of my chat box there. Shouts out to Marcus Hardison, man. He hit me in the PayPal, man. Salute to him. Nene for dropping more in the super chat, dropping a deuce in there. Jason McDaniel for dropping $1 in the super chat. Jerry Baldwin for dropping $5 in the super chat. And Justin D for dropping a deuce in the super chat as well. I appreciate y'all. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey. Until next year. Peace, y'all. Bill was way too high. Shout to Affordable.com and that thing that get on live TV. That's something for the whole family. You can buy a Fire Stick for every TV in the house and still spend less money than you would on cable. That's AffordableSticks.com. There's a link in my description. You should go click it. Cut the cord, man. The YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. A bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. After canceling my cable, I saved $2,400 this year by switching to Beast TV through channelsforcheap.com. Some people pay $200+ a month. I paid $120 a year, or you can go $15 a month if that's what's convenient for you. You get 2,500 HD channels. 1,000 of those are in English, and there are plenty other international channels, TV Guide, and we get all the sports. One of my favorite things is multi-screen features. So if I don't know what I want to watch, I can 4 different channels at one time that you can watch on 4 different devices, and it's available on Fire Sticks, smart TVs, tablets, and if you're on the go, you can watch TV on your phone. Hit the link in my description or go to channelsforcheap.com where you can get a free 7-day trial. That's a whole week for you to just sit down and play with it and see what you like about it, then come back and make a purchase. If you have any questions, go to channelsforcheap.com, hit this little button right here, and they'll respond to you immediately. That is channels4cheap.com. The link is in the description. I highly recommend it. Let's do it.